Hey everybody, it's Peschu with a lesson on the basics of demand. In today's lesson we are going to look at what demand is and how to derive the demand. We'll look at the law of demand and finally how to draw the demand curve. So this is very basic introductory stuff to economics. So first we need to start with demand. And demand is defined as the ability and willingness to purchase a good or a service. Okay. So, and yeah, this is our demand. There's a couple of important things to take notice of. First of all, we need to be able and willing to purchase a good. If you're just willing to buy something but you're not able to buy it, then you will not be part of the effective demand for that good. Similarly, if you're able to buy something but you're not willing to spend the money on it because you don't need it, then once again you will not be part of the effective demand for that good. So in order to be part of the demand, you need to be willing and able. That's very important. So now that we know what demand is, we can look at the law of demand and then derive the demand curve. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so the law of demand says that, let's say the law, 1 second, of demand. So it states that ceteris paribus, I'll explain what that means in a second, an increase in the price level of a good will lead to a fall in the quantity demanded for that good. Okay, so the law of demand says that ceteris paribus, an increase in the price of a good will lead to a decrease in the quantity demanded for that good. Let's see what that means. First of all, ceteris paribus. This is Latin for everything else being constant or not changing, right? So this is all else being equal. And that's important because other than the price, there are other factors that can affect the level of demand. And we want to keep those constant so we can just match a relationship between, the price of a good and the quantity demanded for that good. So this is what we are modeling. What will happen to quantity demanded if we change the price? And according to the law of demand, it says that if the price increases, the quantity demanded will fall. And also if the price falls, the quantity demanded will increase. This effectively means that there is a negative relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. So let's have a look. So we are saying that there is a negative relationship between P and I'm going to call it QD for quantity demanded. Not D, but QD. And later on we'll see why. So this effectively means that if the price increases, the quantity demanded will fall, or else being kept equal, or obviously if P falls, quantity demanded will increase. So you see there is a negative relationship. They move in the opposite direction, effectively, that's what it means. And we can illustrate this on a diagram. And in economics we do like to draw diagrams, so let's do that one. Now, because the two variables that we are changing are the price and the quantity demanded, we're going to have price and quantity demanded on the axis. The price, which is the independent variable, will go on the vertical axis, and the quantity demanded, which is the dependent variable, will go on the horizontal axis. So we'll be changing the level of the price, and we'll be figuring out what the quantity demanded is. Now let's start with a hypothetical example. Imagine that, let's say, we are selling, it's a hot summer day and we're selling ice cream. And when the price of the ice cream is, let's say, $5, few people will want to buy it because it's a bit expensive. So let's say only 10 people buy ice cream from us. If we lower the price to, let's say, $2, we actually find out that 25 people buy ice cream from us. Now, these numbers are obviously totally arbitrary, I just made them up, but we want to notice the relationship. With high prices, we're going to have low quantity demanded. With lower prices, we're going to have higher quantity demanded. Now, we can find other combinations, but effectively what we are going to notice is that these points can be mapped with a curve like this, and this is our demand curve. It illustrates the best fitting line that shows us for a specific price what the quantity demanded will be. And because we had a negative relationship as defined by the law of demand, we have the downward sloping demand curve. One important thing, this is a terminology that you need to get used to it. Imagine that originally we were at point A with a price 5 and quantity demanded 10. As we lower the price to 2, we say that we move along the demand curve from A to B. So from A to B, we move along the demand curve. The reason we move along is because we are effectively staying on the same demand curve. There is no a new demand curve that is generated, and that's why we use the term we move along. So whenever the price changes, we move along the demand curve, and if the price is increasing, we are going to be moving this way, and the quantity demanded will be falling, and if the price is falling, we will be moving along this way, and the quantity demanded will be increasing. Okay, I'm gonna keep this relatively short and simple. In the next video, I will show the non-price determinants of demand, and I will explain the difference between a movement along and a shift of the demand curve. So make sure to check that one out. Right, guys, if you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, or even better, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you again. Take care.